Here are some tips for me to help you pick your dream condo unit. Good afternoon, I'm James Lim here, founder of the Property Plus system, and I help my clients find good properties that are very suitable for them. The first tip I would like to share with you is to choose the floor based on your family needs. For example, if you have kids that like to run about and you want to give them more space to move around in the house, or if you like to host parties, we would normally like to recommend you a ground floor patio unit. Because number one, it has a gate that opens up into the first floor and the kids can get into the swimming pool directly. Secondly, normally patio units are bigger than balcony and hence you can put your dining table outside and you can host your parties over there. Now, the second groups of buyers is what we call the people who are looking for return on investment. For the maximum return on investment, you should be looking for low floor units that is like unit between 2nd to the 5th floor. The reason for this is because lower floor units has a lower quantum. Hence, if you are able to rent out either the 8th floor, 10th floor or even the 2nd floor, your rental roughly will be about the same. And hence, if you calculate the return on investment, a lower floor unit will actually give a better return on investment because although the rent is the same, the price of the unit is different and lower floor units is normally priced lower. Thirdly, if you are looking for own stay, okay, and you should be looking for a higher floor unit, as a higher floor unit are usually quieter, easier to sell, and it has less insects problem. So for people who prefer to have less insects problem and not have insects flying to your home, well, a high floor unit is recommended. High floor unit is defined as a unit that is around between the 8th to the 15th floor. The second tip I would like to share with you is to pick your units based on your priorities. For example, you should always check out the condo site map or the site plan. Okay, this will show you where your unit facing will be, and it will show you the facilities around or what your unit will be facing directly. Now, this is very important because number one, we can look at the distance to your main gate, primary school or other amenities. Okay, so let's say if your family has older folks, you have to consider how far are they going to walk to a certain location of where they need to go. Okay. Secondly, some people buy condos because they want to put your child into a particular primary school that is within 1 kilometer. When a school to a condo is within 1 kilometer, it will give a child a priority to enter into school for the balloting phase. Now, some condos, for example, Sengkang Grand in Bangkok area, some of the blocks is within 1 kilometer, some are not within 1 kilometer. So, if you are looking to choose a unit that is based on school priorities, make sure you check with your agent that it is within the 1 kilometer zone. Now, a good website that you can check out from is actually at singaporeonemap.com. Okay. Lastly, facing. Now, some people are very sensitive to noise and they like to sleep late over a weekend. So, if that's the case, I would discourage you to face the swimming pool. Now, main road also, you also have to look at the map, like for example from the singaporedirectory.com, whether the main road that you are facing, whether is it a normal road or a busy road. How can we tell? A busy road is defined as a category 2 road or cat 2 road in short, and it will be normally green in yellow in color. Lastly, pick a suitable size and type for your unit family. For example, a 1-bedroom gives you higher rental return. A 3-bedroom will be easier to sell. So this is actually very important for investors. Okay, as an investor, you have to ask yourself, when is your exit strategy? If you intend to exit within roughly around 5 years and to do an upgrade, okay, you should be choosing a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom as it will be easier to sell and your investment quantum will be, your profit margin will be higher. However, if you are holding within the 6 years onwards mark where rental return is more important to you, you want your unit to give you a better return of investment, you should be choosing a 1-bedroom unit. Some factors to consider if you are looking for own stay. Of course, definitely price is definitely a main factor, but other questions you can ask is that for the 3 bedrooms, we have normally the 3 bedroom or the 3 bedroom premium or the 3 bedroom study. The main difference is that do you need a pantry or a helper room or maybe a study? Don't forget, right now we had just had our circuit breaker. We are now in the post-COVID time frame and most people work from home. And because of this work from home, more people prefer a house that has a study area. Now, you can also choose and compare which layout are the most functional and has the least wasted space. So, if you are not sure which is suitable, please feel free to ask and check back with your agent and they can give you the proper recommendation. Last of all, my favorite tip of all, now these are the factors you should be consider when you can't decide between 2 or 3 units that you are thinking of choosing. So first of all, you can look at the location of it. When we talk about location, I would discuss more in terms of potential growth. For example, would you prefer to buy a Orchard Road property or would you prefer to buy a Jurong property? Now, Jurong property maybe it has more area of growth, so therefore, I would consider this as a better location. Secondly, amenities. Do you need a lot of amenities? As just now my example, Orchard Road versus Jurong, I would say that Orchard Road has more amenities to it. Therefore, looking at the amenities, I would say Orchard Road, it has something that it has better amenities. Layout. Look at the different brochure and look at the layout. Do you want a place that has a big living room? Do you need one that has a study? Do you need one that gives you the most functional layout? Next, facing. Will you prefer a pool facing or a road facing or outside facing view? Now, most of the condos, the pool facing views will generally be higher pricing. Price. Work out with your budget, okay? Especially the amount of bank loan and the cash component you need. You need to work out your safety factor of how much is good to set aside. As a benchmark, I'll normally say that you should have roughly 6 to 8 months of savings set aside, and you do not try to stretch that in the event that anything happens. Size. What type of size do you prefer? Do you want ones that has a bigger living room or do you require ones that has a smaller living room? A bigger living room normally has a larger balcony and therefore the price normally will be generically higher. So check out the size and the PSF into this. Lastly, developer reputation, and I feel that this is something very important from me personally when I buy my first home. I feel that developer reputation is very important because the quality of finishing and the aesthetic of how the condo looks like 10 years down the road when you intend to sell is very important. So these are all my tips that I'd like to share with you. If you'd like to ask more about it, feel free to comment below and I'm happy to share more. Thank you and bye.